Hi, I'm Steve Levy, the Managing Director of Handy Dryers, and today we're going to talk about our brand new Gorillo Junior. The Gorillo Junior is a new addition to our range, and we brought it in because there's lots of environments, lots of situations where people have washrooms that aren't so big, but they still want to use a hands in, one of the latest machines that collects the water and has all the extra benefits. So we brought in a smaller, more compact unit, but still has, say, all the wonderful features like the filters and the UV sterilisation. But let me get in and show you this one here. It looks like a normal hands-in dryer, maybe a little bit more funky in terms of the colours. We've got three colourways on it. First of all, we have the white with the blue interior, and then to my right here we've got the plain white, and then if we skip all the way over to the other side, we've got again white but with a black interior. Okay, so now let's look at the unit I have prepared on the wall. Obviously it's a blue and white variant. If I put my hands inside here, and after about 12 seconds you see the nice big smiley face on there. Now there is a reason, apart from the fact that it looks quite nice, there is a reason behind that, and that is in environments like schools and universities who are using a lot of this type of equipment now because of its water collection facilities, and they don't have to use paper towels, etc. But with younger children, having something visual on there to say, enough, you've dried your hands, now it's time to move on and let somebody else use the machine, something we've been asked for a lot, so we've introduced that into the new Gorillo Junior. Looking inside the unit, the first thing you notice is the hole at the bottom there, and that's to allow the water that comes off your hands to drain out of the machine and through into the water tank, which is down here at the bottom. In machines, Dyson machines in particular, they don't have any room for the water to come out, so effectively it runs down the sides of the machines and leaves puddles on the floor. And we've deliberately put tanks on all our machines to avoid that happening. The Gorillo Junior again is a twin-bladed machine, so these are the air outlets here with the yellow surround, and they're on both sides, the front and the back. And then we have different sets of sensors at the top and at the bottom, so they detect your hands going in, but also detect your hands when they're at the bottom end of using the machine, so it doesn't turn off whilst it's in the action of cleaning your hands. I'll put one on the table in a minute and show you the insides and how it works, but effectively the water goes through the collection hole in the middle, down into the bottom, and gets collected in this container here. It means there's no water dropping on the floor, there's no weight, there's no drip, no puddles, and then this can be safely cleaned and any excess water emptied away later on. So now let's have a look inside the Gorillo Junior. So first of all, I mentioned before the water tray. This simply lifts out, and inside you've got a water compartment here, which that pops out, and that's where the water is collected. This simply needs emptying on a fairly regular basis, depending upon the usage, but normally once a week will suffice, and given a bit of a spray with the detergent before it's popped back into the unit. Inside the machine here, you'll see the switching section. Now, what we've got is a main power on and off switch. We've then got a heater control switch. Now this enables us to turn the machine down from about 1500 watts to about 500 watts. Now that means you'll be blowing cold air to dry your hands, but the energy saving, you're saving 2/3 of the electricity. So for businesses that are particularly want to be eco and have a machine that's very, very low energy use, we're down there at 500 watts, and that beats virtually anything else on the marketplace. We then have another button here for the speed of the motor, so we can have this motor on high or low setting. Again, it brings the power usage down, but it also brings the noise level down slightly if that's a concern in certain environments. So if we have a look underneath the Gorillo Junior, there's a small door at the back here, and this houses the HEPA filter. If we take the HEPA filter out, which we can do like this, now what the HEPA filter is designed to do is to filter all the air that goes through the machines and dries your hands. So instead of drying your hands on air that's come off of the washroom floor, you're actually drying it on air where all the microbes and really, really small particles have been taken out, and effectively it's going to make your hands a lot cleaner, or keep them a lot cleaner. The filter itself will last for a very long period of time. You can vacuum it with a vacuum cleaner if you get a build-up of dust on the outside. But added to that is an extra precaution to stop this becoming a source of problems in its own right. If you look inside the machine here, you'll see there are three little LEDs in there. Now those LEDs are ultraviolet light, it's UVC light, and it's a particular frequency called germicidal, and that will destroy a lot of the microbes and bacteria, etc., which are living or trying to live on the surface of the HEPA filter. The very machines have this facility. It's really only this machine and actually the Gorillo Ultra that have this UVC sanitization system inside it, and it's proving to work really well. Now we're going to try the Gorillo Junior out and see how well it dries my hands. First we plate with some water in it. You can see, get the hands really wet. A quick shake as I would in the washroom, and then put them in for about 12 seconds. Okay, so that's done. It's nice that the little facey on there told me how long 12 seconds was. And if I put my hand on the piece of paper here, you can see there's no water coming off them at all. They're nice and dry. So, the Gorillo Junior, a really good, hard-working machine. It's got all the best features with it, from the HEPA filter to clean the germs, the water collection system, the sterilisation, and of course it's a really good hand dryer, and I think it looks terrific in all three of its colourways.